welcome to Dutchy Vlog 65. And today I want to tell you something about being Dutch. If you've watched my vlog before, you know I'm Dutch, and if you haven't, you might have guessed from my name, Dutchy Vlogs. So what about the Dutch? Well, the Dutch come from the Netherlands. I'm actually not sure why. I haven't looked into that. Dutch being from the Netherlands or Holland, which are actually only two provinces of the Dutch, but because those provinces were very big trading provinces, they conquered the seas. That's why Holland got so into, well, that's why a lot of people say Holland instead of the Netherlands. So that's logical. But Dutch, I'm really not sure. Okay, so how about being Dutch? What does being Dutch mean? What do the Dutch do, or what don't they do? What is special about being Dutch? Let me just take you into some interesting facts about the Netherlands, where the Dutch are from. The capital of the Netherlands, as you may know or may not know, is Amsterdam. I think about everyone has heard about Amsterdam, and only few people know the Netherlands. But Amsterdam is the capital of the Netherlands, and the Netherlands is a very tiny country in Europe. Okay, so now you know kind of where the Netherlands are. It's in Northern Europe, by the way, and you know what the capital is. If you know Amsterdam's the capital, you probably know that some kind of drugs are legal here, and that's marijuana. We call it soft drugs, and you have the hard drugs, which are cocaine, heroin, and the like. And it's kind of legal only, the soft drugs, because you may use it and you may have small quantity for your own usage, but you're not allowed to really grow large quantities of marijuana. If you have one plant, that's okay, I think. But if you have a lot of them, it's not. Still, it happens, of course. Well, have all Dutch used marijuana since it's legal? No. I haven't. And I'm not one. So, and other things about Netherlands, you know, with marijuana, and I think we were the first or one of the first countries to legalize marriage between gay couples. So we're very tolerant, at least most of the time. We're even so tolerant that we have a government party, yes, it's a party in the government, that sole purpose, or main purpose, I should say, it's not sole purpose anymore, but the main purpose is to be sure that animals' welfare is taken care of. Now I must explain that we have a lot of political parties in the government, so it's not just one or two. I think there's at least 6, 7, maybe more. I really should know this, but there's a lot of political parties that are part of our government. So the party of the animals, which it's called translated, isn't like the only party, and it's not a huge party, as in it's not a huge party in the government, but they do have a small part in our government. So we're very tolerant. And although we're very tolerant, I'm not sure I can say it that way, but it feels for me like it's an although. Yeah. We like to complain a lot. Or maybe we don't like it, but it's part of our nature. Or maybe I shouldn't even say we, because I really kind of dislike it. Although I probably do it more than you do, because I'm, you know, I was born in this culture. But the Dutch always need something to complain about. And what better topic than the weather? Because our weather really isn't too great. Too great. I'm not sure if you understood what I was saying, too great, because gray it usually is. We have got lots of rain here and lots of overcast days. And in summer we can never really be sure if the weather is going to be kind of nice. Well, it won't be freezing, although I remember my birthday is at the end of June, and usually I have pretty okay weather. Like, I will look up what it's in Fahrenheit, but like around 20 degrees centigrade Celsius. So that's, well, not really bad. But 2 years ago I had only 12 degrees of Celsius, and that's really cold for a time of year. So summers aren't fantastic, but then again, if we have good weather, which does happen occasionally, and we usually have at least a few days of good weather in summer, really good weather, where it gets to 30 degrees Celsius, and lots of sun, no clouds or hardly any clouds, you'd think the Dutch should be happy. Well, no. Most Dutch then start complaining that it's way too hot. So it's either too cold, too wet, too overcast, too windy, it's very windy here, or too hot. So, well, the weather is actually never really good here. So I like the hot weather, really, I do. So I don't complain on those days. I really don't. Well, that being said, some more about the Dutch now. And other things about the country. Because I told something about the people in the country, but the country itself, and the weather. But the Dutch, well, Holland, the Netherlands, is very flat. If you're from the United States, you could compare it to Florida, except for the weather, of course. And we only have a tiny part, and I really mean a tiny part, of the Netherlands. Way down in the south, that's a bit hilly. But that's really like only a few square miles in the Netherlands. That is that way. The rest is really, really very, very flat. We have a lot of cows, although not as many as we had years ago, I think, or if we have as many, they are in large barns, which is less nice for them. And being flat, we are also known for our flowers, especially tulips. And in spring, we have a part of the Netherlands, a part of Holland, that's filled with fields full of tulips, and that's really nice to see. Although I've never been in one of those fields, I've driven past them once or twice. I really should do that because it's not too far from my home. But I think that's usually how it goes. Things that are close by you don't go to, things that are farther away. I mean, maybe that's not the case for you guys, but for me it usually works that way somehow. But they are very beautiful. And you can take pictures in the fields, and that makes for really nice, very colorful pictures. There's a lot more to say about my country, but I'm gonna cut it short now. I'm gonna leave it at this for now, and I'd love to hear what else you want to know about the Netherlands, because oh yeah, one thing. We have some really nice cities like Amsterdam that have beautiful canals. And you can go through them by boat, and it's just very beautiful with old houses, and well, you should just see it. So you should come to the Netherlands once and visit it. And not just Amsterdam, but step out of Amsterdam and go explore the country around it just for a little bit. And I know it's not huge, but there's enough to see. And if you're lucky, you'll have good weather. Whether it be warm weather or snow, sometimes we do get that too. So, if you want to know anything more about the Netherlands, please just ask, and I'll make a Q&A or another video. I think another video on the Netherlands would be okay. I mean, there's a lot more to say, a lot more to know about the Netherlands, and I'm sure you have questions as to maybe rituals, We'll get to one shortly, and other things. So please let me know in the comments, and I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed, I post new videos every day. So please do hit that subscribe button. And my motto, a smile brightens your day, so remember to smile, and I'll see you again tomorrow.